Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City, brought to you by the 3rd and Curry Street Market in downtown Carson City, happening every Saturday morning in Carson City and featuring produce, baked goods, live music, and more. I'm your host of It's Your City, Courtney Bloomer, and joining me this week is Candy Duncan from the Virginia and Truckee, the V&T Railroad. Welcome, Candy.
Thank you, Courtney. It's great to be here.
The V&T Railroad is a local treasure to Carson City. It's a piece of our history and a real tourist attraction for people to our community. And you are the project coordinator of the V&T Railroad. So you've got lots of really fun and really exciting events coming up.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
All right. And we are excited to hear about those. But first, share with people a little bit about how the V&T Railroad got started Again,
the rebirth. Well, it's taken many years and lots of money, both public and private donations, but it was all started by a group of people who thought that it was really a shame that the original V&T had been disbanded and the track had all been torn up. And lots of visionaries thought that this would be a wonderful tourism attraction to add to northern Nevada, and one of those things that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else but here. So thanks to all their hard work and their vision, we were able to reconstruct the track from Gold Hill, which is right outside of Virginia City, down to Eastgate, which is right outside of Carson City. So that was done in 2009, and that's when we began our first run in August of 2009. And we've been operating during the summers, starting in the end of May, Memorial Day weekend, through the end of October ever since, on weekends.
All right. And the train leaves from Carson City and heads up to Virginia City.
That's correct.
And then it comes back.
And then it comes back. We leave at 10 o'clock in the morning, get to Virginia City at 11:30, and then you've got plenty of time there to have lunch or shop or sightsee, whatever you want to do. And then you're back on the train by 3 o'clock and back at our depot at Eastgate at 4:15. And the whole thing is narrated. We have a historian who tells the history of the V&T as well as sights that you see along the way. And almost every run you get to see wild mustangs and old cemeteries and mining sites. And so it's really a great trip.
All right. And like you said, that trip happens every weekend through the summer, and folks can go and purchase tickets to ride the train.
They can go online to vtrailway.com, and they can buy their tickets there, or if they want to call us, they can call us toll-free at 877-724-5007.
And they can make reservations to ride the train.
Yes, they can.
Now, Lakeway, we're mentioning there are a lot of special events. So you can ride the train every weekend through the summer, but there are some really special, interesting times to ride the train that are different than just the normal train.
That's true. There are.
And coming up really soon, the first performance has already happened.
Yes, it has.
But there are going to be 2 more performances of this really exciting Train to Danger.
That's right.
Tell us about the Train to Danger.
Well, this is a good opportunity to take a short train ride and see a fabulously funny melodrama, and to be able to hiss and boo the villain and cheer on the heroine and the hero. And it's really a lot of fun. Thanks to Carla Wilson, who is well known in the theater group locally. She has directed this for us. And what happens is you get on the train, and instead of going towards Virginia City, you go the other direction, west, towards Carson City. So it's 2.5 miles of new track. And along the way, the melodrama is performed on your train car. So there's a separate cast for each train car. And you get to have a good old-fashioned time hissing and booing. And then when the train gets back to our depot, we're going to have a barbecue dinner waiting for you with tri-tip and chicken and salads and dessert. And there's going to be a bar for beer and wine. And it's just really a lot of fun. And so we've got one of those, as you said, coming up on September 10th, and then another one on October 8th. And I will tell you that the first one back in August completely sold out. So if you think you might want to enjoy this melodrama, you need to get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now. Go onto the website or call that number again and get the tickets. How much are tickets for this?
Tickets for that, including everything, train ride, dinner, melodrama, $55.
What a deal.
I'm telling you, it is, right? And then if you would like to if there's another ride that we offer, and this one's perfect. It's a good date night trip, and we do it the last Saturday of each month. So we'll have one coming up in September and another one in October. And it's what we call our Toast of the Canyon. And that train runs down towards the Carson River Canyon. The whole trip is just an hour. We serve white wine and perfectly matched appetizers. It's very relaxing and in a really nice way. It's at 5 o'clock, you're back by 6. So then Red's provides our appetizers, and they're delicious. And after that, you can go into town and have a wonderful dinner. So that one's a lot of fun. 2 more of those.
All right, a fun date night activity
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
folks to take part in. Now, that goes through October. Then there's a little break.
A little break.
And then the real magic.
Yeah, the big one happens after that. And this is our Polar Express. And this is, I believe, our 6th year of doing Polar Express. And for those of you who have not ever had the pleasure, it's based on the children's movie and book of the same name. And we start it on November 18th, and we will be running Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings all the way through December 23rd. And there are 3 rides a night, 5 o'clock, 6:30, and 8 p.m. And what we do is we put you on the train. Everyone's encouraged to wear their pajamas, because in the movie, all the kids had on their pajamas, and moms and dads and grandparents everybody needs to wear pajamas. In fact, each year I'm overwhelmed at the amazing creativity that people use when they put their family in matching pajamas and matching hats and all kinds of things like that. But we put you on the train, we serve you hot chocolate and cookies, and as you're traveling along, we have the story of the Polar Express. And we have the chefs serve the hot chocolate, and then they walk up and down the aisles and show you the pictures from the book. So you get to hear the story of the Polar Express. And then just as the story ends, you go around a curve, and there is the North Pole. And it's just magical. It's set up on both sides of the track. Santa Claus and his elves are there. This year we're adding a toy shop and a candy store. So it's just magic once you get to the North Pole. And once there, the train stops and Santa gets on the train. And so then on the ride back to our depot, Santa travels through each of the cars and he visits with the children. He gives them a silver sleigh bell for their souvenir, just like in the book. And then the elves lead the group in songs and Christmas games and things like that till they get back to the depot. And it is magical. It gets you in, if nothing else, it will get you in
the Christmas spirit.
Absolutely will. And I want to caution everyone that tickets go on sale the end of August, so they've been on sale for a while, and there's still tickets left. But if you want to go, you need to call now or go online and buy those tickets, because by the time we start on November 18th, they're all going to be gone. So it's really important, if you want to ride the Polar Express, you get your tickets.
It seems like Christmas is still such a long
ways
away.
I know, it does, but you've got to start. That's one event that we found that many families do as a family tradition. So every year they call and they get their tickets.
All right, so of course the Polar Express is the final train of the year. And then the railway will shut down until next spring.
Yep, Santa and his elves are all going to take a much-deserved vacation. And then we start up again Memorial Day weekend. Before that, we'll probably have a couple of, that's one thing that I'm glad you brought that up, because if people want to do a special train for their organization, the Carson Tahoe Hospital buys the train and runs a fundraiser on it in April of each year. And the Carson Valley Pops Orchestra last year did a fundraiser where we took everyone on the train up to Virginia City, and they did a concert at Piper's Opera House, and we had lunch there and then brought them back. So the train is available in the spring for special hire if anyone out there has a group. There was
a Mother's Day train.
Well, yes, we do run Mother's Day. That's true. We run that one on Mother's Day with a diesel engine, and then the official season will kick off on Memorial Day weekend.
All right, now go back just 1 second. You mentioned With a diesel engine.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the
diesel
couple of different engines
Yeah.
that the train has.
Well, usually it's steam. We try and do all steam, and but we do also have available to us a 1950s era diesel engine, and when that one runs, the price is a little bit lower. Steam costs a lot of money to keep running and maintenance, because you can't just go to Steam Engines R Us and get new parts. It doesn't work that way. So it does take a lot more work and time to run a steam engine. But every once in a while we try and do a diesel to bring the price down a little bit.
All right. Candy, thank you for being here and telling us about the train. This is such a great opportunity for people to go and really be a part of history here.
Oh, absolutely. It is. I encourage everyone, if you haven't ever done it, do it. And as a quick plug, for the second year in a row, the Nevada Appeal, their Best of contest, named us all write-in as the best place to take out-of-town visitors.
All right.
So
fantastic.
do it.
So if you've got company coming into
Yep.
town, check out the V&T Railway. One more time, tell folks the web address where they can go and learn about the train.
It's vtrailway.com.
All right. Candy, thanks for being here, and thanks to all of you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. Today's show was brought to you by the Carson City 3rd and Curry Street Farmers Market, taking place on Saturday mornings in downtown Carson City. If your business would like to sponsor a future edition of It's Your City, please contact Darla at the address shown on your screen. My name is Courtney Bloomer. I'm your host. We'll see you next week.